The 2026 Renault 4 E-Tech is the kind of joyful automotive revival that proves nostalgia doesn't have to sit quietly in a museum. It can roll right into the future with an electric grin, transforming an iconic nameplate into a clean, clever, city-going companion designed for a world that's demanding better habits without giving up character, charm, or everyday practicality, and in doing so, the 4 E-Tech manages to thread a needle between retro familiarity and modern mobility in a way that feels authentic rather than opportunistic, taking the upright, friendly posture of the original Renault 4, one of Europe's most beloved democratic cars, and reimagining it with sharper lines, LED lighting signatures that wink with personality, and a slightly rugged, crossover-style stance that hints at adventure while still being compact enough to squeeze confidently through tight urban alleyways and chaotic parking lots. Its design language softly says, "Hop in, let's go anywhere," with short overhangs for better maneuverability, tall windows for excellent visibility, and a modernized interpretation of the iconic grille area that now hosts aerodynamic surfacing and clever lighting instead of an air-hungry opening, because in the electric era, airflow management and battery cooling become part of the design dance rather than brute necessity. Inside, the cabin philosophy builds around simplicity, adaptability, and warmth. Easy to clean, durable materials, foldable and modular cargo solutions, a bright and upright seating position that feels welcoming rather than intimidating, and technology that's deliberately user-friendly instead of overcomplicated. Think an infotainment layout built around Renault's latest Google-powered connectivity, efficient climate controls, crisp digital displays that don't overwhelm you with data unless you ask for it, and smart storage zones that acknowledge the messy reality of real life, from reusable shopping bags to backpacks to dog toys. The powertrain, as the E-Tech name proudly claims, draws from Renault's increasingly polished EV expertise, electric motors that deliver eager pickup in city traffic, regenerative braking that recaptures energy with a smooth and intuitive feel, and a battery system engineered for a practical balance of range, cost, and weight, because an accessible EV shouldn't overpromise with bloated numbers and heavy packaging if it means pricing out the very urban audience it aims to empower. The goal is more light, drive without worrying all week, supported by faster home charging options and compatibility with Europe's public charging growth. Meanwhile, chassis tuning embraces a comfy ride that pays homage to the famously soft suspension of the original Renault 4, which carried families, farmers, and free spirits with equal grace, now updated with modern electric platform agility and safety, including stability systems, advanced driver assistance functions like adaptive cruise and lane guidance, and crash structures that meet demanding future standards while still allowing the car to retain its lighthearted personality rather than feeling overbuilt or bulky. Sustainability also plays a big role in the story. Renault emphasizes recycled materials, repairable interior components, and a manufacturing process integrated into its northern France EV hub, a symbolic nod to local pride and economic renewal, aligning with the brand's broader vision to democratize electric mobility instead of turning it into a luxury privilege. And there's a cultural narrative woven in. The Renault 4 E-Tech arrives not just as a new model but as a kind of emotional reboot for a generation that loves the idea of driving something with history, something that feels like it has a soul, yet also wants a cleaner conscience and lower running costs. It's meant to appeal equally to young drivers seeking their first EV and seasoned fans who remember the original 4 as a humble hero of everyday life. In this way, the 4 E-Tech doesn't chase aggressive performance numbers or tech bragging rights. Instead, it celebrates accessibility, joy, and freedom of movement, qualities that made the classic Renault 4 a global phenomenon in the first place. Clever accessories and customization options add to the personality, from roof racks and adventure-themed packs to playful color choices and digital personalization, because people wanting a small electric crossover today don't want a sterile appliance, they want something that matches their lifestyle and looks happy doing it. The slightly raised stance and available protection cladding even allow light off-road jaunts, farm paths, festivals, countryside picnics, honoring its ancestors' ability to venture beyond smooth pavement when adventure called. And in a European market where regulations tighten and cities add restrictions on combustion vehicles, the 4 E-Tech becomes a symbol of independence, a vehicle that can slip through zero-emission zones guilt-free while still feeling like a proper car instead of a fragile gadget. It's a reminder that EV progress doesn't have to be driven solely by futuristic aesthetics or luxury-grade innovations. It can also come from making familiar shapes smarter, cleaner, and more lovable. So the 2026 Renault 4 E-Tech carries a mission that is both simple and quietly radical. Bring back the democratic car for the electric age, a car that proves mobility can remain joyful, approachable, and infused with personality even as the world changes, and a car that invites everyone to join the transition rather than leaving them behind. In doing so, it stands not just as a product but as a promise that the future of driving can still have heart.